entire music career? Like how many albums have you released?
By now, it is difficult to actually arrive at the total because uh, we continue to add and to release even some special recording CDs that I did for me. Apart from all that, we have released over 100 uh, CDs, and the Evergreen Music put it in the right perspective. Uh, how many thousands of songs we have put together and all that. But frankly speaking, apart from all the old numbers of the 60s, we continue to release additional special requests like recordings that people request. Now people want to have something for themselves to keep for future. And knowing the talent that God gave me, so many are coming for that special releases. So as we do that, we have them more in numbers, and that are added to our catalog actually. Numerous.
So can you still remember the very first album you did? And what year was this?
The first album I did was in the year 1960, I think 1963. Ẹwà wọ̀wọ̀ ojú mi rí èèmọ̀, ara mẹ́rin rí mo rojú olùkọ́ látẹ̀wọ̀. Arákùnrin tó jáde nílé lọ́gànjọ́ òru, ó mú pláyà dání, ó mú torchlight dání, ó yọ kẹ́lẹ́kẹ́lẹ́, ó fẹ́ lọ kó wọn nílé. It was the story of a young man who went out in the midnight to go and break a shop, go and rob. Unknowing to him, the owner of the shop had electrocuted the shop. Even though he knew so much about the owner of the shop, and he had the plier and everything he wanted to use to disconnect the electric trap that the man set for him. But in most part, he didn't know all that the man have and where the man have placed all those things. So he thought he had sailed through, and another trap that the owner of the shop set got him, and he was electrocuted to the. So he was there till the morning, and crowd were there to see him. We have to go to call the police before the ECL in those days were able to put on the lights, and they took his body to mortuary. It was an alarming something. I thought, let me compose a song so that people can learn, and let's tell people that it's better to use their hands to work rather than emulating an armed robber who did not want to work with his hands, but rather want to rob other people. That was the first.
What was the response like?
The response was not bad. The response was not bad.
The record used to be those small records at that time.
Yeah, in the olden days, a single is 2 minutes 45 records. And just like I've told my story, Decca West Africa happened to be the company that I decided to record, to work with. And like I've said this story many times, I have to trek all the way from Mushin through Olusha, Alakija, Idioro, Alakara, Moshalasi, through to Yaba, to Clifford, all from there to Lagos office of the council at Abibuki. I have to cross the walk to Ido terminus. At Ido, that's where I entered. I crossed over to Kata Bridge. The Kata Bridge was the only bridge that was there. The part of motor vehicles and part of people who are walking, I took that to Idumota. And from Idumota, I sent my journey to Abibuki. Getting to Abibuki, I didn't know anybody, I just saw the gate man who didn't want me to even, he didn't want me to enter. And I told him that I was in Richard, so I come to record for that, and that my record will sell. So the one said I cannot do it. After I explained myself to him, God just did the work. God entered into his heart and said I should go upstairs. I got upstairs and I saw the secretary who was typing. And you know, someone who trekked all over from Mushi to Lagos. I was sweating. And the lady just looked up like this, and she started typing. Yes, what can I do for you? She didn't even look at me. And I said, Ebenezer, based my name, I'm a future star. I want to record for your company. My record will sell. My record will sell. I said, I'm sorry. You have to see the artist manager, and the artist manager is on leave. He will not be back until 6 weeks. I said, I told her, I checked all the way from Mushi. Please, say I'm sorry. You cannot see the managing director. Then I said, please, let me see. My record was, as I was saying that, the MD, Mr. Kress, pressed his own intercom. And the intercom sounded on the table of the secretary. And the man had all the conversation. I said, what's all that noise about? And they said, there's a young man here. He said his name is Ebenezer. He said it's a future star. He said he want to, and I told him he had to see the artist manager, and I told him he cannot see you. With all the explanation, the manager director just said, future star. She said, yes. I said, send him in. I said, he's calling you. I was so glad. And so I entered with determination. As I entered, I just proceeded and said, good afternoon, sir. My name is Ebenezer. I am a future star. I want to record with your company. My record will sell. Sir, don't pay me, sir. Don't pay me anything. Don't pay me. Just release my record. My record will sell, sir. The whole man was just looking at me like this. He didn't say anything. Then he just pressed the intercom on his screen and said, Mr. Ogubayo was calling. Papa Ogubayo was an elderly, their marketing manager. One more says, I said, this young man. Before I knew, I started speaking to Baba, I'm a future sound. Record me Matagon. My record will say, don't pay me. I'm not for me, sir. I said, record Matagon. With the way I was expressing myself, because I just want nothing but, I don't want them to pay. Just let me record. And the man just looked at me, the MD, And he said, this young man is speaking with confidence. I think we should give him a chance. Then Papa Gbayo said, yes, sir, I think we need to give this young man a chance. And that's how, in those days, you have to take your band. You don't have what you have now, like you will record and take your demo. No. So I took my band to the studio, and artists who are not yet artists, you are not allowed to go inside the studio. There was a tree there. It is under that tree that we sat down and I sang for songs for Papa Gbayo to listen and so thank God that's how it started. And what they did in those days is that they will record all and they will call all the distributors to come and listen. They have a listening day. On the listening day, they will order, each distributor will order the artist's work. They will tell them this is a new artist, Ebenezer will raise his name, and he will play the number. And when they played, when it came to my turn, this one said I booked 10, this one. The total number must be 500. If you don't have up to 500, no way. So after I recorded, I started going to all record shop. I've recorded in Adekawo. I understand you have a day to go and listen. When you go, order my record, it will sell. I will do that, check all the day. In the evening, I will be tired. I just slept off. And on the day, it remains my team for my work to plug 500. And all the artists, all the members of the assembly have known me. Then they told me they were cracking jokes. Yes, sir, your feature sir didn't mix it. It didn't mix it. Your feature sir didn't make it, sir. He didn't make it. He made it 19. He didn't make it. I said, what? 19? Then Mr. President, I ordered 25. So he ordered 25 pieces. And that was what helped me. So that the list sell a little bit. And after that, the one that brought me out, which was Olomi got me. Even before Olomi got me, Palongo did very, very well. Which was Palongo. Ibi awíláwí dẹ́yìn àwọn wá ọ̀rọ̀ ń ṣe ìjó tuntun tó dóde bóyá kájú Palongo kò yí sápá ọ̀tún o kò yí sápá òsì o agbéṣẹ́ Ẹlẹ́dùmarè dá o bàbá o kájú o ó yá o Palongo ó yá o kájú o Palongo ó yá o kájú o Palongo. Hello, Palongo. That one did well. Then I used to record 4 records, started with 4 records a year. Then when I recorded that turned me to another person within 24 hours. How? If God wants to bless you, it only takes hours. Yesterday, that Olomi was not released. I was trekking from my house in Olonsogbo to Boundary Hotel, the nightclub that I was playing. But all the taxi drivers who come to Boundary Hotel to come and dance, they have known me. So whenever I'm trekking and they have 2 passengers at the back, they will stop. Ebenezer, enter. So I will sit in the front with the taxi driver. They will take me to Ideoro, where I'm going. On this day, I was taking usually, and the record was released just 3 days. Then one of the taxi driver, Ebenezer, come. Record, that your record has been let you know. The song was not going that you used to sing. It's everywhere now, it's everywhere. And that's happened. Then when I was going back home, I started taking, as I move here and here, pam pam ti, pam pam ti, pam pam ti, pam pam ti, why am I there? Olómi jọ̀wọ́ ọ̀gá kan jọ̀wọ́. Why am I there? Àyà tó wọ́n yá yìí ló mú mi kẹ́ ọ. Everywhere I go, nothing. When they go to the factory, they have to close the factory. They stop pressing every other record concentrated on road voting. In the 24 hours that road voting was released, I became that star, that future star that I said. And that moment, for over 60 years now, thank God. I started music as a professional musician in the year 1957. As a professional musician. Adeolu Akisoya, I still lived orchestra, not Adeolu Akisoya that was playing high life.
Okay.
It started with Adeolu Akisoya and his Rio orchestra. Adeolu Akisoya and his Rio Lindo orchestra. They used to call the band, it was the Mambo Orchestra. The lead, and Adeolu was leading his band with Adeolu. But he was a very, very good composer, versatile composer. So I moved closer to him, and I would compose some of my songs. I would write it down, take it to him, and he would listen to it, and he said, "Oh, very good, very good." And so he encouraged me.
What year was Olómi Gbọ́tèmi? What year?
Olómi Gbọ́tèmi was 1960, 1965 or 60. No, it's before then. Because there was war, and in 1966 I released Ọmọ wa re sọ́jà, a fẹ́ sunkún, àbọ̀dé sọ́jà, ẹkún ọdẹni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣàdúrà fáwọn ọmọ wa tó rí sọ́jà, àlọ́ adára, àbọ̀ àsàn wọn, gbégbé ìgbé sókè. Ìwọ jẹ́ o, tẹbí tọ̀rẹ́ o, yí ẹ má sunkún. Gbégbé ìgbé sókè ìwọ jẹ́ o, ọ̀pọ̀ ìdókòkú máa mà gé tàkùn. Lọ wálé o, Bàbá lókè gbàdúrà wa o, Bàbá lókè gbàdúrà. They have known me through Olómi Gbọ́tèmi. Ọmọ wa re sọ́jà, the other side of it was, ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹ ṣe pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́, jáyé bá ń fẹ́. So that was 1966. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi ṣe pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ was 1966. So Olómi Gbọ́tèmi must be 1967. No, it was before. Olómi Gbọ́tèmi was one that brought me out, and I've been known before Ọmọ wa re sọ́jà.
Maybe 65, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, early 65, yes, thank you. So that's another thing is that I believe so much in God, because like I said, I was influenced to music. My mother was carrying me to church as a baby, and they told me I used to crawl, I disturbed the choir, I would crawl to the choir. One day the pastor carried me and said, they all looked at how I was disturbing the choir with their drums, and they pronounced, this boy will be a good musician. My mother told me that. And even that came to fulfillment in my life. I believe in God, and my faith in God had actually given me everything that I needed. There had never been anything I asked God that everything I asked God fulfilled me. So I thank God for all that the Lord has done for me within over 60 something years. I have to thank God, and I have to thank all my fans and admirers all over the world. There have been kind-hearted people that God have sent my way. Many nice people have come my way. But there are some special who are special. God knew that I needed them in my life, and they brought them to my life. They made things easy for me, and they saw me through.